Raschke against the far east-west connection. Jesse the Body, Ventura, and Mr. Saito, a match in which, following that, Ayatollah Jerry Blackwell was heavily fined. You'll see the reason. Action already in progress.
Saito taking the Baron down in the corner. Jesse the Body Ventura is getting his brains together. He's plotting something in Saito with that forearm and the judo chop or the fist. I can't tell which. An Irish whip into the rope on the Baron, and there it is, for forearm right across the throat. Mr. Saito goes for a cover, and the Crusher comes in and puts a stop to that. Crusher back outside. Saito once again with an Irish whip on the Baron, the Clawmaster, and oh, he nailed him again with that forearm and goes for another cover. The Crusher trying to save this one. Kicked him right in the ribs and changed the complexion of this one. And now there's the nerve hold on the Baron. Jesse the Body Ventura standing ready to come in at a moment's notice. Photographers from all over the world there right now taking pictures of this action. Marty Miller, the referee, in there watching closely to make sure that it's not a joke. All right, now, let's see. Off to the side. And we've got the count going. Count of one, count of two, and the Baron gets the shoulder up. Trying to get something going for himself. I'll tell you, superior strength on the part of the Baron is prevented the pin by Mr. Saito right there, Mr. Torture. Look at this. He has the carotid arteries in his hands and his fingers, the pressure between the heel of his hand and the tips of his fingers on both sides of the Baron's neck. The Baron trying to get the claw over. Saito holding that hand back, preventing it from coming down, but it is coming down. And he's got it. Saito has the Baron's claw put on him right here. In comes Jesse the Body with a knee in the back. And now the Baron dazed. And Jesse the Bod hammering him into the turnbuckle. The Crusher, thwarted, frustrated, prevented from coming in outside the rope. He's calling for the Baron to come on over and tag off. And the Baron gets his head rammed into the turnbuckles one more time. From the side, and now looks like Mr. Saito trying to double team him. But the referee standing right there. The Crusher comes around from behind. The Crusher with the chair on Mr. Saito, hammering away on Saito. Jesse the Body comes in and really hammers the Baron on the head. He's bleeding. There's crutches now. The Crushers have crutches on Mr. Saito. And it's a free-for-all. The referee is absolutely unable to maintain control in this instant. Saito gets out of the ring. Ventura against the Baron von Raschke. Raschke coming off and caught him as dazed as he was. He caught Ventura with a foot in the gut. Around Al's right, both men are bleeding profusely. And over the top rope. And out onto the floor. The Crusher out there on the table, on the timekeeper's table. He gets Saito with the chair. He gets Ventura with the chair. The Baron comes out. It's a Gilhooly, a free-for-all, a Hey Rube, as they go after each other. And now, look at this. The Crusher is throwing Ventura into the ring. Irish whip on the Ventura. Ventura up high on a back body drop. And the Crusher ready to throw the bolo. A wind-up coming. 1, 2, and he's going to let it go. And Ventura gets it full blast. Count of 1, count of 2, and off the top rope with a judo chop. Saito. Remember now, it's no disqualification match. Anything goes. You must pin your opponent. So that's the reason the referee hasn't stopped this melee before this. Remember, no disqualification. And look it, here comes Jerry Blackwell up onto the ring apron, crawls in, and oh, and with a foreign object on his hand, looks like a set of brass knuckles. He just framed Baron von Raschke, and a cover by Jesse the Body Ventura. Count of 2, count of 3, and Ventura and Saito win, undoubtedly because of the interference by Jerry Blackwell. Here are your winners. Whether they got it justifiably or not, Mr. Saito and Jesse the Body Ventura. We'll be hearing more about this, I'm sure, from Stanley Blackburn, the president of the AWA. Look at this. The Crusher's going after Ventura again. With the chair, Blackwell interfered. You might as well give the victory to Blackwell.
Fans, that one of the wildest matches I have ever seen. As I told you, Jerry Blackwell was heavily fined. He was threatened with suspension, but Crusher, you demanded they not suspend him.
That's right, and we'll want to get that bum. I don't know how a big fat blob could sneak in a ring like he did. He must have rolled in on his belly underneath the chairs under the ring, and because I never seen the bum until he was out of the ring. Well, now, there's a different story now. It's a cage match. You ain't going to be able to sneak in or out. No way out. The door's padlocked. No escape for you. And we got our surprise partner.
Crusher, I can hardly believe it.
Dick the Bruiser. The Crusher and the Bruiser have been in most probably more cage matches than any two guys in the history of wrestling. And we never lost a match. Now, besides the Crusher and the Bruiser in the cage, we got the Baron von Raschke on our side, most probably the most dangerous wrestler in the world today. Now, right here in Chicago, where the people, I never seen them so mad, they demanded this cage match. And I give you credit for getting it, for demanding it from the promoter, and the promoter giving it to you. How about that, Baron? No escape for them bums. Ventura, Saito, and you Flatwell, Jerkwell. We're going to flatten you right out there in that cage in Chicago.
That is Ricky. You've talked to Bruiser. I talked to Bruiser. He's ready to get in the cage with us. Fatwell, Blackwell, Ventura, Saito. There's no way out and no way in. This time, we're going to have our revenge.
Gagne and the promotion of the AWA is dictating us to get inside of a cage. The last time in Chicago, me and Mr. Crusher beat the Crusher and the Baron von Raschke at their own game. We beat him in a no disqualification match. Now what's no disqualification? Anything goes. And now they come back. They're locking us inside a 12-foot ice steel cage. Saito, myself, and Crusher Jerry Blackwell, the Ayatollah, against the Baron von Raschke and the reuniting of the Crusher and Dick the Bruiser. Well, you dudes have backed us into a corner. We beat you in a no disqualification match. And now that we're in the corner, I'm going to turn Mr. Saito loose inside
By the way,
cage.
Jesse, where is Mr. Saito?
Mr. Saito is warming up. I got people hitting the man with nightsticks so they can't hurt him. He's ready for the cage. Jerry Blackwell, you backed us into the corner. And there's no alternative now but for us to fight for our lives. So Crusher, Baron von Raschke, and you, Dick the Bruiser, we're going to fight you for our lives.
Blackwell got hurt in the cage.
They would be stripped of the
Yes,
tag team
yes,
title.
but nowhere in the whole wide world that's going to happen because we're going to remain the tag team champion of the world. This is just for animals, not for humans. Jesse the Body Ventura, Mr. Saito, and your Highness, I will be outside the cage giving you instructions and prayer for His mighty Allah to give you nothing but wisdom.